Are not very flashy, yet they do, in a very subtle way, suggest the thickness of the owner's wallet. And I must say, today I'm feeling pretty fancy and pretty flashy with this sexy yellow bird, Boxster S. Very wide, very low. The bonnet is clean, it is simple, there are no funny shapes going on here. After all, we don't need them. The proportions of this beautiful machine are rather ideal. BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Audi, they call their 300-400 horsepower monsters uber-sporty. Let it be. And whilst it is true, when you're sitting behind the wheel of an M4 or C63, you do feel you're sitting in a sports car, but that is until you have sat behind the wheel of the Boxster, which has 100-150 horsepower less, but this is when you really discover what a pure sports car feels. And what is the difference, you might ask? First of all, is the sitting position behind the steering wheel. It is nearly vertical. Second, you're sitting very low, much lower than in Mercs or Beamers, and this ultimately works on your subconsciousness. You immediately feel and know what this car has been made for. But of course, the real difference comes when you hit the road. This car begs to be driven hard. This ain't a garage queen. It hates parking lots. So with that in mind, let's feed it and let's make some noise. What makes Boxster very special and very different from the cars in the same price segment is its engine location. It is sitting right behind my back, and what comes with it, of course, is the ideal weight distribution, and that is giving us the perfect on-point steering, very, very sharp. And you know, the best thing about it is that you don't actually have to go on a racetrack to feel just how good the steering really is. All you need to do is drive a little bit faster on curvy mountain road, and boy, because it's a rear-wheel drive, yep, slightly separating off, you go flying. The central place engine and the sporty suspension make this relationship so ideal, so complete. Not for a second you feel it is too hard or too bumpy, even on 20-inch wheels. Have you found yourself in a situation in which you simply can't find the right word because it is that good? Is the suspension hard? Yep. Is the suspension sporty? Oh yes, very, very sporty, very hard. Is it noisy? Oh yes, but you just don't care. Because when you get in this car and you start driving this car, none of these soft, lush and luxurious things matter. What matters is this performance, is this power. This car is just like a lion. It is, oh, yes, so this is how I feel. How professional of me. But as soon as you get behind this car, behind the wheel, you forget. You don't want it to be soft, you don't want it to be lush and luxurious, you want it to be sporty, very, very sporty and very, very aggressive. Hard to believe, it is only 4 cylinders. I think it's the best, no, I don't think, I know it's the best 4 cylinders I have driven in my entire life. Let's put it to Sport Plus. The sound is so, it is just so loud, but it's so pure. It's like pedigree. I did hear though that the 6 cylinders sounded a little bit better, but quite frankly, yeah, I actually I am pretty okay with the 4 cylinders. It's just barks, it pops, there's just so much going on in this car. If you think about it, how aggressive this car really is, it is hard to believe that the engine is only 2.5 liters, Boxster type, and produces 350 horsepower and a torque of 420 newton meters. It is much less than some of the M cars, RS, AMGs, yet the performance of this car, just glorious, just so good. Gearbox, PDK, one of the best on the market, and it is smooth. It is very seamless, but what else it is it is very, very responsive. And what about fuel consumption? Not that a driver of a Boxster would be that concerned, but let's have a look at that. 12.1 liters is what I'm getting, that's all, which is very, very good. So you can knock it down below 10 with a quiet, gentle ride, but with the fun ride, you can double that, but that's okay. I can forgive Boxster for what it gives you. Yeah. The cabin of Boxster, the quality of the materials highest, finishing ideal. Getting in and out of this beautiful machine requires, well, a certain level of fitness. So get off that couch, put those chips or any other evil food you're eating away and get this blood pumping. But once you have sat behind this lean steering wheel, you're looking at a very classic cockpit, 3 dials, the new infotainment system, touchscreen, easy, simple to use. The seats are very comfortable. They hold your body tight on those curvy mountain roads. My relationship with the seats, let me just put it this way, we have definitely bonded. You can open or close the sunroof while you're driving to about 70 kilometers an hour. I'm going 65, let's see if it works. It also happens in 9 seconds. So, ready, steady, let's do it. In case you get a little bit cold or it starts raining. I think that was 9 seconds, the quickest actually in the cabriolet segment. And you realize just how quiet the Boxster S becomes. You can use this car absolutely 100% as a daily driver. You can get the Boxster S with a manual gearbox for just over 89,000 Swiss francs, which is more or less an equivalent to the US dollar. If you drop the letter S, 72,000. This is also the cheapest entry to own a sports car with a central placed engine. I was not going to talk about it, but yes, I just can't help myself today. Those silly reviews, those silly comments that some people make, that the Boxster is the Porsche for the poor. Now that I've driven this beauty, now that I have had the time to bond tremendously with the Boxster, I say it's complete and utter nonsense. The Boxster is 100% Porsche. It is so good, it steals your heart, it breaks it if you can't afford to own one. I suppose that's a payback for me for all these years. Never mind. It's a beautiful car to drive. It looks, it feels, it just sounds. It sounds like a Porsche. It has taken my breath away, and oh boy, I've got no more words. And I think on that note, it's time to wrap it up. I'm going to continue driving this beauty. I'm blubbering. I suppose that's what happens when you're in love. I'd like to thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I know you can't quite enjoy it as much as I do right now. Yes, but rest assured, I've had a wonderful day today. A big thank you to a Porsche dealership in Schindellegi. That's where all the rich and famous are living, by the way, in Switzerland. I'll put the link to the dealership in the description below if you want to check out their cars, or perhaps you live in Switzerland, go and visit them. Again, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye!